Hello my dear students, good afternoon. Previously we discussed about electronegativity, and electronegativity means what exactly? Okay, the tendency of an atom to attract electron pair towards it, and afterwards I was given some electronegativity values. Actually why I was given, see, a molecule is a polar, non-polar, like that many things we can discuss. Okay, even in chemical bonding we will consider those electronegativity values, so that which atom gets positive charge, which atom gets negative charge, like that we must know, because even in organic chemistry, by breaking of a double bond, some molecule will add addition reactions we call. So there itself, which is the negative part, which is the positive part, you must know. And by using electronegativity values difference itself, we will decide whether a molecule is a polar or non-polar. By using these electronegativity values itself, we use some dipole moment calculations. So everything is related to that electronegativity values. That's why I was given those values. And please remember, I will give you one example. Suppose here nitrogen is there. So what is the difference? I mean, what is the charge difference? See here, nitrogen is a 2.5, and nitrogen is electronegativity value is 3 and hydrogen is 2.1. So nitrogen gets negative charge and hydrogen gets positive. So here 3 hydrogens you have like this in ammonia. So H and H. So H plus and H plus and N minus 3. So N minus 3 and 3H plus, like that. Of course it's covalent, but charge difference I am telling like that. Okay, even suppose you take an C, here in ammonia hydrogen has positive, but in BH3, see, okay, B and H, boron electronegativity value is 2, hydrogen electronegativity is 2.1. Got it? So therefore now hydrogen is minus, now boron is plus. Now why boron is plus here? Because boron electronegativity is 2 and hydrogen is 2.1. Do you remember? I was given lithium and beryllium and boron, just 1.5, 2, increase by 0.5 I given. Do you remember? So how to remember? I was given already boron and carbon 2.5 and nitrogen 3, like that I was given, oxygen 3.5. So boron electronegativity is 2 and hydrogen is a reference atom and hydrogen electronegativity is 2.1 I was given. Correct? So these all are very important for us. Please remember. So without these we can't do anything. Like H2S. H2S means S and H and H. See here also sulfur electronegativity is 2.5 and hydrogen is 2.1. So hydrogen positive charge. Of course this is also covalent, so delta plus and sulfur delta minus. So simply you can call it as S minus 2 and 2H plus. Why hydrogen positive here? Why hydrogen negative here? How we can come to know? Only from electronegativities or not? So from electronegativities we can come to know which atom has positive charge and which atom has the negative charge. Suppose Cl2O, O and Cl and Cl. Now who is positive? Who is negative? You know, oxygen electronegativity 3.5 and chlorine is 3. Slowly learn, no problem, but we have to understand. Okay, so that is very important. So who is more electronegative? Oxygen. So oxygen minus and chlorine plus here. And plus and here minus 2, like that. Understood? So charges we will say negative or positive. Whether it is plus 1 or plus 2 or plus 3, how to say? I will explain now. So who gets negative charge? Oxygen. Who gets positive charge? Chlorine here. Understood? So this is about electronegativity. Please note it down, all these things. So these all we are writing, these charges we are writing by using electronegativities. Please write it down. Okay, next periodic property is valency. Okay, what is the valency? Now increase and decrease over. Which one increase, which one decrease, like that. Again metallic character and non-metallic character also I was given. So top to bottom metallic character increases, left to right metallic character decreases. In periodic classification itself I said who are metals, who are non-metals, who are metalloids. So we have three total. Okay, one is valency and oxidation state and acidic character and basic character. That's it. Then we can complete this chapter. So next periodic property is valency. What is valency? Valency means combining capacity of atom. So particular atom can form how many bonds? So that we decide by using this valency. So what is the valency means? The combining capacity of an atom. Okay, so atom can form how many bonds? That is called valency. So actually few atoms reference we will take. Hydrogen valency is always 1. Halogen means fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. Means actually with fluorine or with chlorine few people will say. But if these are terminal atoms, this can form generally 1. Okay, so 1 halogens. Okay, hydrogen and oxygen valency we take 2. Okay, like this we will take, and some silver valency always 1 valency. These have different valencies, but fluorine always 1. Fluorine is always 1 valency. Please remember, hydrogen can form how many bonds? 1. There is no big reason. Hydrogen has how many electrons? 1s1. So 1s1 means how many unpaired electrons are there? Only 1. So hydrogen can form 1 bond with 1 electron. So hydrogen can form 1 bond. So hydrogen valency is always 1. Okay. But oxygen, how you are saying 2? Oxygen why I am saying 2? It's 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. I said now 2s, 1 dabba, p means 3 dabbas. Okay, Kunz rule is very important here. 2s2, valency only. Who involved in bonding? Valency electrons. Valency electrons involved in bond formation. Okay, involved in chemical bond formation. Very important. So valency means last shell with highest n value. So 2s has 2 electrons. 2p4 means 1, 2, 3 and pairing. 2p4. So oxygen have how many valence electrons? 2. So oxygen can form only 2 bonds. Of course covalence is different again. That I will tell you later. Oxygen it can form 1 more bond. So oxygen covalence is 3. Like that I will tell you. Please remember. But just keep it in your mind. Oxygen general valence is 2. But oxygen covalency how much means 3 we have to say. How they will form we will discuss later. Okay, fluorine if you see, fluorine electronic configuration, 1s2, 2s2, 2p5, 2s 1 dabba and 2p 3 dabbas. 3 dabbas consist of 5 electrons. How to fill according to means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Means how many unpaired electrons? 1 unpaired electron. Here how many unpaired electrons? 2 unpaired electrons. That's why oxygen valence is 2. Fluorine always valency exhibit how much 1 only. Okay, why like that? Everything in each and every group you have this halogen family you have in second year also. Okay, there also we will discuss. Okay, so these are about what we call valency. Hydrogen is always fixed. What is the valency? 1. Please note it down. Hydrogen valency is what? 1. Oxygen 2. Okay, next fluorine always 1 valency. But remaining chlorine, bromine and iodine can have different valencies. Those also we will discuss. But here I won't give much information about those individual valencies because these valencies we will discuss in chemical bonding also. Okay, so very important. Please look at this. Valency means what I am saying. The combining capacity of an atom with the number of hydrogens, with the number of halogens or double the number of oxygen atoms. Why? Oxygen valency is 2, that's why. Okay, what is valency? The combining capacity of an atom with number of hydrogens or number of halogens or double the number of oxygen atoms like this. Understood what is valency means? Valency means the combining okay, so the combining capacity of atom with number of hydrogens, number of halogens, or double the number of oxygen atoms. Why double the number of we are saying? Because each oxygen can form 2 bonds. So particular atom combining with 2 oxygens means that X valency we have to take 4 double. Suppose H2O means oxygen valency how much? Valency of oxygen is 2. CH4, what is the carbon valency? Valency of carbon is 4. Same number, how many hydrogens combining? That is equals to valency. Oxygen combined with 2 hydrogens, so valency of oxygen is 2. What is the valency of hydrogen, sir? You are not saying? I said already, hydrogen valency fixed, always 1. And carbon valency is 4. Okay, CH4. Valency of carbon is 4. Okay, like that. Mini NH3. Nitrogen combined with 3 hydrogens. So what is the valency of nitrogen, sir? 3, like this. Okay, like this. CO2, carbon dioxide. So carbon valency with respect to oxygen you have to say. So here valency of carbon is 4. Why valency of carbon is 4 here? Carbon combined with 2 oxygens. Double the number of oxygen atoms we have to consider as valency. 2 oxygens combined with carbon, so for 2 double 4. 4 is the valence. Understanding? Why? What is the reason? I am not saying blindly 2 oxygens combined 4, 3 oxygens combined 6. I am not saying blindly because each oxygen can form 2 bonds. That means 2 oxygens will form 4 bonds. So CO2 means valency of carbon is 4. SO3. What is sulfur valency here? Valency of sulfur is what here? Valency of sulfur is 6. Yes, 6. Why valence of sulfur is 6 here? Because sulfur combined with 3 oxygens. Okay. Even suppose here some NCl3. So nitrogen combined with 3 chlorines. So combining capacity of atom with the number of halogens. 3 halogens. So nitrogen valency is 3. PCl5 phosphorus valency is equals to 5. Because phosphorus combines with 3 chlorines. 5 chlorines. So phosphorus valency is 5 here. So how many halogens combined with the atom? That is the valency for that particular atom. Understanding? So valency of phosphorus in suppose P2O3 suppose like this given, then 6 means each phosphorus 3, like that you have to consider. So no need to confuse. Total 3 oxygens. Okay. Otherwise P4O6 individual or P4O10 given means 20 combined. So 4 phosphorus forms 20 bonds. Means each phosphorus 5 bonds, 5 valence. Excuse me. P4O10. Understanding everyone? 4 phosphorus with 10 oxygens means how many bonds total? 4 bonds. 20 bonds. 4 phosphorus, 20 bonds means each phosphorus Each phosphorus 20 by 4 or not? So 5 bonds for each phosphorus, like that. No need to confuse. Understand? So what that is what? Valency. Write down please. So what is valency? The combining capacity of atom with number of hydrogens or number of halogens or double the number of oxygen atoms. So okay, writing means having screenshot or pause the video. Okay, if you are not done, just go back. So what is valency? So valency in general, I will say now. Valency up to 4A group. Up to 4A group. Do you know up to 4A group means carbon family? Okay. So up to 4A group, what is the valency means? Group number. Group number. Okay. So valency of atom which is present in 50A to 8A. 50A to 8A. That is 8 minus group number. 8 minus group number. These two we have to remember. Okay. This is very, very important. In general, valency of atom, of any atom which is present in 1A group to 4A group. Any atom you consider, any atom of 1A group, any atom of 2A group, if you consider the particular atom valency is group number. Okay. If you consider atom belongs to any 50A group or 60A group. Okay. Suppose I want valency of Mr. Sulfur. Okay. Then okay, sulfur belongs to what? Oxygen, sulfur, selenium. It is a 60A group. So what is the valency of sulfur here means in general? 8 minus 6, that means 2 valence. Understand? So this is very, very important for us. So how to have valency? Valency of any atom up to 4A group element. Up to 4A group element, group number is the valency. Valency of atom, if any atom present in between 50A to 80A, check the periodic table once. S block and P block only, I am talking about valencies. But in transition elements, the valencies are variable. Variable means many valencies are possible. But in S block elements and P block elements, there are certain valencies, fixed valencies. Okay. Excuse me. So valencies of up to 4th A group elements is the group number, and valency of atom from 50A to 8A, 8 minus group number. Please remember these two and have a screenshot and write down please everyone. So next what we have to discuss. So valency of atoms only we have to discuss, but individual groups. So groups, once you take periodic table, and while watching this class, just sit with your periodic table and just keep periodic table in front of you and watch class. Okay, so that who are 1A group elements, who are 2A group elements, who are 3A group elements, 4A, 5A, 6A. Do you remember S block elements left side and 3rd A to 8th A right side you will have. Once you have in front of periodic table, in front of you if you have a periodic table, left side you have S block elements, right side you have P block elements. Okay, so let's see what are the valencies. So here I am writing 1A and 2A group elements, 3A, these all are S and P block elements, and 4A group elements, 5A, 6A and 7A and 8A. Actually noble gases valencies are 0 because noble gases won't involve in bonding, but as going down in noble gases, helium, neon, argon, no valency. For these, valency is 0. These won't have any compounds because they are inert gases. But krypton and xenon have compounds, but those also exceptional, extremely high temperature and high pressure. There itself krypton and xenon have some group number valency compounds. Those also we will discuss. You have no need to worry. So come to this 1A group to 7A group elements. These we have now. So what is the valency? Let's see. So what I said, 1A group and 4A group. Actually these two are S block. 1A group are called alkali metals and 2A group elements are alkaline earth metals. So 1A and 2A are S block elements. And 3A to these 8A, these are P block elements. But what I said, general valency. What is the general valency? What is the general valency? General valence up to 4A group, what I said? Group number. Means for 1A group elements, always one valency. Means 1A group elements always forms one bond only. After 50, 100, 1000 years also, 1A group element can form how many bond? Means one bond only. Okay. 2A group elements, 2, 3 and 4. So why you returns are like this? What I said? I said no like this. What I said? Up to 4A valency is equal to group number. Am I given this? Yes. And from 50A to 80A up to means till that. Okay. So from 50A to 80A valency is 8 minus group number. Said no, general valences I am writing. General valences. 1A group element valency 1 means if you take 1A group means fluorine I am writing. Sorry. And lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium. These are 1A group elements or not? These valency is 1 always, no other valency. Why sir? Because these group elements general electronic configuration, if you see NS1 means in valency shell they have only one electron. Lithium if you see 1s2, 2s1 like hydrogen. Hydrogen always one valency I told or not? Sodium 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. See this? Like potassium 4s1, 5s1, 6s1. So that last electron is period number, right? Sorry, last this highest principal number is principal quantum number is called period number I told or not? So lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium. If you see, they all have 4s1 here, 5s1 here, 6s1 here. So this all can form how many bonds sir? One bond only. So please note it down. So right now only I will erase this. So general valency 1, 2, 3, 4. Got it? So from here you see. From 50A to 80A. What I said? 50A to 80A. I said 8 minus group number is the valency. That means it's 8 minus 5, 3. 8 minus 6, 2. 8 minus 7, 1. So 0. So general valency is 0. I written here valency is 0. Valency is 0 I written or not there? So valency is 0 there. Able to see what I written there? So valency in general is 0. Here helium, neon, argon, krypton, these all have valency 0. So in general 0, but at extreme conditions, at extremely high temperature and high pressure, krypton and xenon have some compounds because of their large size, somewhat low ionization potential, because as going down IP decreases. Of course comparatively these elements these have very huge ionization potentials. That's why we are using extremely high temperature and high pressure. These have a compounds. So what I written? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 3 to 1 are the valencies in general. So 1A group elements general valency 1, 2A group elements general valency 2. 2A group elements means beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, those, because their configuration, if you see, like beryllium, 1s2, 2s2, valence electrons are 2, so that valence is 2. Got it? So general valency of individual group we discussed. Why only S and P I written understood? Because for transition elements there are variable valencies. Variable valencies means many valencies are possible. So general valencies of 1A, 1, 2, 3, 4, because up to 4A group number, and from 50A to 8A, 8 minus group number is the valence I said. Okay, suppose any atom like nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony. What is arsenic general valency? If they ask what is the general valency, means I'll say okay, nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic. Arsenic comes under okay 50A. Okay, 50A means 8 minus 5. 50A, 8 minus 5. Oh, sir, 3 valencies are for arsenic. General valency I said. Okay. So, but except 1A and 2A, 1A and 2A, there are no other valencies. But in any other groups other than 1A and 2A, from 3rd A to 8th A, each group as going down, the bottom elements exhibit 2 more valencies. Bottom elements exhibit 2 more valencies. One is group number valency and group number minus 2 valency. Positive, group valency is no positive, no negative. For oxidation states we use positive and negative. I repeat, from 3rd A to 8th A, in each group as going down, the bottom elements in each group, okay, which elements? Bottom means in periodic table, bottom elements means in general 5th A and 6th A. In general, what elements? 5th, 6th and 7th period elements in general. They exhibit group number valency and group number minus 2. These are the general valencies. For 1A and 2A, there is no other valencies. 1A group elements valency always 1. 2A group elements valency always 2. But from 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A, 7A like that, there are different valencies. Okay, different valencies are possible. What are the different valencies? Let's see the different valencies, how they exhibit. Okay, so there are 2 more valencies as I said. One is group number valency. What valency? Group number valency and group number minus 2 valency. There are 2 more valencies possible. So for 1A and 2A, nothing. Blindly we can follow. Hydrogen 1. 1A group valency 1. 2A group valency 2. But from 3rd A to 8th A, top elements, these are the general valencies they exhibit. But bottom of each and every group, so in 3rd A, bottom elements, they exhibit 2 more valencies. One is group number valency and group number minus 2 valency. So what is the group number valency for these? It means 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and here as I said 0 and here 8. So group number valency means here same 3, 4 and here also 3, 4. Okay. 3rd A and 4A, there is a, for 1A and 2A only one kind of valency. But for 3rd A to 4th A, 3rd A and 4th A, group number valency here general and group number valency general. Bottom elements also possible. But bottom elements of these 3rd A and 4th A, they exhibit group number minus 2, means 3 minus 2 means 1. 4 minus 2 means 2. Okay, like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the group number minus 2 valencies. Understanding everyone? Listen carefully, you can understand, no problem. So group number valency means 3, 4, 5, 6. Fifth A group also exhibit 5, 6, 7, 8 like that. Sixth A group exhibit 6. Seventh A group exhibit 7. But all elements will exhibit? No, not top elements. Bottom elements of this 7A group. Like what's the chlorine, bromine, iodine if you see. These can exhibit 7 valency, bottom elements. Like oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium. Polonium is radioactive. So this tellurium can exhibit say second period, third period, fourth period, fifth period. These exhibits group number and group number minus 2. Group number minus 2. So what is group number? It's actually oxygen family means 6 na. So general valence means for 6A 2. Group number valence means 6. 6 comma 4. Understood? Like that. So group number and group number minus 2 valencies are possible as going down. So very important. Please note it down. So as going down, there are two more valencies. What are those? Group number valency and group number minus 2 valency. I repeat, I will give very clearly. Suppose 50A group elements I will consider nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony and bismuth. Nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, okay, stibbium and bismuth, right? And here carbon family means your 4th A. What are those? Carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, Sn and lead, Pb. Okay. So this 50A group, what is the general valency? General valency means 8 50, so 8 minus group number. So 8 minus group number, that means 8 minus 5, that means 3. But these bottom elements, including this arsenic and including this phosphorus also, sometimes because in excited state they exhibit. So these bottom elements, they exhibit two more valencies. One is group number valency. What is the group number valency for this 50A? 5. And second one is group number minus 2 valency also possible, that is 3. So as going down, 2 valencies are possible for 50A. Like similar way, this 4th A, general valency is group number, that is 4. But as going down, these elements, there is a group number valency. So again I have only to write group number valency is 4. But group number minus 2 valency means 4 minus 2, that is 2 valency. Sir, understanding everyone? So group number minus 2 valency also possible here. Understood? So group number minus 2 valency and group number valencies are possible for bottom elements. Means as going down, there are 2 more valencies are possible along with general valency. What are the 2 more valencies possible? One is group number valency and another is group number minus 2 valency. Understood clearly? So please note it down. All these things. General valencies I was given. Group number valencies are same for 3rd A and 4th A. But from 5th A, general valency and group number valency is different. Please note it down. And group number minus 2 means there is these are not applicable for 1A and 2A. These are applicable for 3rd A to 8th A. Group number minus 2 is different from remaining. So group number minus 2 means from 3rd A 1, 2, 3, 4, just serial numbers you can write. Okay. So these are about valencies. I think you written. So writing means having screenshot itself. Okay. So please remember all these valencies, which are very important. And tomorrow I will tell you in each and every group from 3rd A to 8th A as going down, group number, what's a group number minus 2 valency group number minus 2 valency is more stable. Means that stability increases. So as going down, top to bottom, what valency stability increases? Group number minus 2. Group number minus 2 valency stability increases. Okay? As I was given in previous, suppose carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, lead, Pb. Last element if you see, there are two valencies. One is group number which is equals to 4 and group number minus 2, that is 2. Which is stable? 2 is more stable. Understanding? See, as going down, which valency is stable means group number minus 2 valency is more stable. Please remember that point in your mind, but tomorrow I will tell you reason for it. And tomorrow I will give some more applications, means examples, which is more stable like that. Okay, suppose here 2 is more stable. See, PbCl2 is more stable, PbCl4 is more stable. Means PbCl2 is more stable because here lead valence is 2, here lead valence is 4. How you are saying, sir? Because lead with 2 chlorines, here lead with 4 chlorines. So lead with 2 chlorines is more stable because as going down, group number minus 2 valence stability increases. So please remember this one, this point. So my request and order whatever. So please remember, as going down, there is a two valencies. One is group number and another is group number minus 2. And as going down for extremely the bottom elements, group number minus 2 stability increases due to inert pair effect. That name also I was given. Tomorrow I will explain what is inert pair effect. Thank you very much. Please note it down. But 1A and 2A luckily only one kind of valency. There is no change. Hydrogen 1. Alkali metals always 1 valency. 2A group elements always 2 valency. Okay. So but remaining they exhibit these general valencies along with those 2 more valencies. But as going down, group number minus 2 valency is more stable. Why I am repeating these many times? Inorganic chemistry completely based on electronegativity and valency. That's it. If you understood valency, you can understand many chapters in inorganic chemistry, like chemical bonding, hydrogen X compounds, S block elements, P block elements, all chapters you can understand. So please, if you have any doubts, feel free to ask. No problem. I am ready to explain. So if you want, sir, this example, you repeat, means I explain, no problem. But you must know all these things very clearly. Why 2 is more stable? Why PbCl2 molecule is more stable? How we came to know? Because as going down, group number minus 2 stability increases. Okay, sir. So remember all this. So general valencies as well as these valencies. Oxidation states is the next topic that I will explain later. But valencies please remember, and as going down what are their valencies also you have to practice. Thank you.